Well, can you hear me? This thing on? On now. I was going to read one of these poems, which I think I have probably read from this in the past, maybe. Is that right? Have I? Why is this thing squawking at me? Hymns of Tersteegen and others, it says. Tissera has a copy that says Hymns of Tersteegen, Suso, and others, which was given to her by, now my memory slips my mind, but anyway, from one of the Somervilles. This one, I think, came out of my dad's library, probably, but she's translated some of the hymns that we sing in our hymn books. This particular one, I was thinking about it as I was listening to Leland and Caleb sing their song they did about the overshadowing, and because I was trying to decide there's a couple of verses suggested to read with this, or to think about with this particular poem. One from Isaiah 35:5, which I'll read a few more than that, but the wilderness and the wasteland shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then the lame shall leap like the deer, and the tongue of the dumb sing. The name of this particular poem, written by somebody, initials of CPC, which I thought I knew who that was, but I couldn't locate it again. If somebody has any ideas, they could maybe enlighten me. But there's also a note in here to 2 Chronicles, and so I thought I would read a few verses from chapter 5 of 2 Chronicles. Then the priests brought in the ark of the covenant of the Lord to its place into the inner sanctuary of the temple, to the most holy place, under the wings of the cherubim. For the cherubim spread their wings over the place of the ark, and the cherubim overshadowed the ark and its poles. The poles extended so that the ends of the poles of the ark could be seen from the holy place in front of the inner sanctuary, but they could not be seen from outside. And they are there to this day. Nothing was in the ark except the 2 tables which Moses put in there at Horeb, when the Lord made a covenant with the children of Israel when they had come out of Egypt. And it came to pass, when the priests came out of the most holy place, for all the priests who were present had sanctified themselves without keeping their divisions. And the Levites who were singers, and all those of Asaph and Heman and Jeduthun, with their sons and their brethren, stood at the east end of the altar clothed in white linen, having cymbals, stringed instruments, and harps, and with them 120 priests, sounding with trumpets. Indeed, it came to pass when the trumpeters and the singers, Indeed, it came to pass when the trumpeters and the singers were as one, to make one sound, to be heard in praising and thanking the Lord. And when they lifted up their voice with the trumpets and cymbals and instruments of music, and praised the Lord, saying, "For he is good, for his mercy endures forever." That the house of the Lord was filled with a cloud, so that the priests could not continue ministering because of the cloud, for the glory of the Lord filled the house. Then Solomon spoke. The Lord said he would dwell in the dark cloud. Of course, that is written in, I guess you'd say, 20th century English. The disadvantage we have with this poem is that it is written in 19th century English, translated by Francis Bevan, but you'll bear with me as I stumble through it. Thou, glorious Lord, mine eyes at last unsealed behold thee now, in sudden radiance to my soul revealed, light, sight art thou. One moment, and the night has passed away, unbarred the prison, and I pass forth to God's eternal day, the dead arisen. One moment, and I see thy glorious face looking down on me, unutterable love that fills all space where'er I be. Here, nearer than myself, and far away, and everywhere, thou shinest, light of that celestial day. The Lord is there. Thou showest me the land of living springs, the land that lies beneath the shadow of thy mighty wings, the glory of thine eyes. And all is lit with love that hath no end, illimitable love, wherein forever, wheresoever I wend, I live and move. Such, O my God, that moment of delight, the sudden light that shone upon the fields of Bethlehem at night, thou givest me thy Son. And now the silence of the dead is past. My ears have heard the voice of him who is the first and last, the living word. But not in one short moment hath he told his heart to me, the everlasting love that was of old, that evermore shall be. My ears have heard the first entrancing chord of an unending song, the joyful psalm, the music of the Lord, so sweet, so long. The song that through the everlasting days the Lord's beloved hears. His light has filled illimitable space, his voice eternal years. O glorious moment of the opened eyes, himself revealed. O endless years of songs of paradise for ears unsealed.